Perception Media. I am your hostess, the City Geek, and today I'm continuing on my mission to tell you that Doc Brown is a shady, shady criminal. No, yeah, that's actually what I'm doing. I feel bad now. I love Doc Brown. But he's done some shady things, like working with terrorists, and burning his house down for the insurance money, and stealing money from his mother. And, you know what? I'll get to it. Alright, so today we're talking about the fact that Doc Brown burned down his house for the insurance money. Yeah, that's right. That's something he did. So if you're like me and you're watching Back to the Future and you're overanalyzing every single little scene in the movie like a crazy person, which I hope you're not, because then why am I even talking? You've already done this. You can see at the beginning of Back to the Future, when they have the titles running around, that you can see in his garage / lab, there are a bunch of clocks, and they're all 25 minutes behind, which I also have a theory about. There is a news report or a newspaper clipping cut out and on his wall that says Brown Mansion Destroyed, and that was dated Thursday, August 2nd, 1962. And that happened because Doc burned his own house down. So this is after he was working on the Manhattan Project, and he's back in Hill Valley as a professor of physics for Hill Valley University, which you can see a link up there that I talked about. The raging inferno that burned his house down was caused by a displacement of built-up energy from his latest experiment, the temporal field capacitor, which he did on purpose, knowing the house would burn down. So basically what happened was he sent a letter back in time to himself about 6 or 8 months. Oh, and all this is in one of the comic books that was released by Bob Dale, so it is canon. He was warning himself that he can't tell the government about his time travel experiments, because what had happened is he did tell the government, and things didn't go so well. It basically started a temporal arms race with Russia. This is around like the Cuban Missile Crisis, and things got out of hand. Russia wins, and so he sent a letter back to him in time to himself to tell him not to do this. But in his original time traveling endeavor, he came up with something called the temporal field capacitor, which was this big, massive machine that took up like his entire living room, and it would cause a built-up of flux energy that was large enough that caused a difference in temperature to occur and often started fires. And if you watch the films, you know when he first sends Einstein back in time for 1 minute, that when the DeLorean gets back, it's real cold, ice cold. And that's kind of the same thing that's happening here, except at that point he didn't have the flux time capacitor. So Doc ended up, after the inferno and collecting the rather large insurance money, moved into his garage, which was further away, and he made that his lab and also his living quarters. And now with the insurance money, he is able to further fund himself and his time-traveling endeavors. Going back to the flux energy buildup, that reminds me very much of the Flash. That reminds me of the Flash, and specifically Speed Force. So if you're ever watching, if you watched the Justice League, then you know that oftentimes they'll kind of show the Flash and Superman racing. They even did that in Smallville, and they've done it in countless comic books. But if you pay attention, you'll know that the Flash within Earth's atmosphere is faster, or technically capable of going faster than Superman, because if Superman were to go he probably could go faster, but he couldn't do it without causing catastrophic damage to Earth's atmosphere and causing a lot of damage and possibly deaths. However, because of Speed Force, Barry Allen or Wally West or whoever is the Flash, but typically I think they go with Barry Allen's, he can use Speed Force, and that's like how he goes goes to like other dimensions, or he can time travel, and he can go faster than the speed of light without causing damage on Earth because of that. And I think that's kind of essentially what the flux time capacitor does on the DeLorean, is it allows the time machine, whatever it is, because we know Doc Brown has built more than just a DeLorean, it allows this time machine to be displaced in time without causing a buildup of flux energy and damaging the atmosphere around where it was displaced, and which is obviously a very important aspect to time travel. So anyway, that's all I had for this rant. If you know how time travel works, please let me know, because I'd love to. Have a great day, and I hope you watch some of the other Back to the Future stuff I've done. We Need a Moon Knight movie, and see you later.